What's going on, guys? Derek Harris. Now, I want to tell you guys, look, we all got choices in life. We all got choices. There are bad choices and there are good choices. Those are only two choices that we have. And I mean, funny story, I can remember, when I was working for my uncle as, an electrician, and I was driving this van to do a job, and I had to go to the mountains, and the job, it was on like a hill, like it was a hill running up, and the house on top of the hill. Now, how this thing went is there was a road where it went straight and then it curved and it went up, and there was a big boulder right there at the curve, and then there was a road on the other side of it. Then on the other side it was like a cow pasture or whatever. So what happened was the brakes wasn't that good. I knew the brakes weren't good, but I had to make a choice. I said, well, do I want to walk up this long hill, or do I just want to drive up and do the job? So I drove up. Got up to the top, did the job. Took me like 30 minutes. Got ready to get in the van. Started down the hill, and lo and behold, guess what happened? The brakes went out. The brakes went out, and the van started rolling. So I had to make a choice. I opened the door, and I could see when I looked down, I seen it was just the ground was flying by like that. And I had to make a choice. Either jump out and get scarred up a little bit, or stay in the van and most likely die, right? Or get seriously injured. So I just said, forget it. I jumped out of the van, and when I jumped out, I rolled, and I looked up, and I watched the van. What happened was it was like a hump. It was a hump right here in the rock right here. So what happened was the van came down and hit the hump, and it landed smack dab on top of the rock, right? It landed smack down on top of the rock, and I thought, now that there was a couple things could have happened. It could have slammed straight into the rock. If I was in it, I probably flew through the windshield, didn't have a seatbelt on. The van could have flew over the rock into the road. A car could have been coming, smashed the truck, smashed the van, could have died, or it could have went into the cow pasture, and I don't know what would have happened then. So I say this, guys, to tell you this, that there's choices in life. There's bad choices and there's good choices, right? But you got to understand, you got to, really think about what are the bad choices and what are the good choices. You have to really sit back and think. I mean, because what happens is a lot of us is, we go with the first thing that we think about. We go with the first instinct. And that's great to some circumstance. But you have to understand that, making choices is what's going to put you in that next stage in your life. So if you're making bad choices, then your life is going to go downhill. I mean, your life is going to be bad after bad after bad. But if you're making good choices, your life is going to get better. So when I say that, guys, I'm telling you this because I want you to understand that, a lot of us make choices, and if you're watching this right now, you're making choices now to where you're deciding if you should, get involved in something, if you should, take that leap of faith, or you should just sit back and just continue, doing what you're doing now and not getting results. And that's the number one problem that a lot of us have we overanalyze things instead of just making choices. Look at it and just make a decision. Look at the thing that's in front of you and make a decision. That's what I had to do when I jumped out of the van. I had to make a decision, right? So you got to make a decision, guys. You're either going to stay in the same state that you're in right now. You're going to stay in the same, way that you're now, where you're not getting results. Because they always say, if you want the same results you're getting now, keep doing what you're doing. But if you want something different, guys, I highly suggest that you click that link below this video and you just get started. Because what's going to happen once you get started is the choice that you made to get started, guys, is going to change your life forever. Me jumping out of that van actually changed my life forever because I'm able to be here today instead of, 6 feet under. So, guys, I want you to click the link below this video right now and make a decision, make a choice that you're going to get started, that you're going to change your life. You're not going to stay at the same state that you're in right now. Take care.